This is take two of my legacy project. My name is Colin Lee, and I'm a senior at Cypress High School. I have a few talking points, but mainly I wanted to improvise because, I always liked the interview style voiceover, and mainly it's just more fun that way. Of course, I still had to keep organization, to not mess up, and I think that ultimately just goes more to show my legacy. The legacy I want to leave behind after my high school career is maximizing both the joy and opportunities I could gain from youth. People often talk about, making the most out of like your young years and, oh, don't worry about school. You'll usually hear this from other teenagers. They'll say, oh, don't worry about school, you'll only be young this one time. Or it'll be the other people saying, oh, but when else are you going to be able to set up your career as well? This is a time when basically your whole life is decided based off your decisions. I think it's strictly both, and that's what I want to leave behind for people to know, that you can make the most out of your academic opportunities, you can set up your career well as best you can, but also have the most fun you can and enjoy your life, right? I can say this because I've done so myself. I'm proud of my high school career. I was able to maintain a good GPA, and though I slacked off my sophomore and freshman year, I was able to bring it up with effort I'm proud to say I put in. Even then, I never suffered from, being too busy or studying all the time. I was always able to keep my social life up. I got to meet so many friends and make so many experiences. I can confidently say that I never missed out on an experience through the school. Now, there's a number of reasons I can say I did this, but the first have to be my parents. My parents are both immigrants from Vietnam, and although immigrant parents are typically seen as strict and expecting of their kids, my parents are not like that. They both built themselves up built a life for our families, and even though they did all that for me, they don't expect me to be one specific career, a doctor, an engineer, or anything like that. As long as I'm successful, they're happy. And they've always made that clear with me. As long as I'm happy, then they're happy. And I'm just grateful for that because, no way else would I be able to, go out and have fun, right? If I was worried about what my parents wanted me to do. And at the same time, they trust me to go out. They trust me to not do bad things with my friends or do implorable substances and stuff like that. It's because of them that I'm able to have as much fun and do as much things as I can. At the same time, they're the reason I have so many academic opportunities. They're the reason I grew up in such a nice area and can continue getting a higher education without having to worry. Second, I would say is one of my childhood friend, definitively. I'll keep his name anonymous, but I met him in pre-K, and we've been best friends since then, so it's been about 13 years. We've pretty much grown up alongside each other, I could even call him family, but sadly he comes from a much less fortunate origin from I do. He lives in a broken household, and, as I, over the years, stood with him through that, I just came to realize how much opportunities I have. I see how much he has to deal with, how much he has to struggle to even have anything near the amount of chances I do. I think part of that is why I know to not waste the chances I have to do good in school, right? But on the other end, the third influence, my best friends, they're the reason I know how to have so much fun in my life. I met them at the start of high school, and they just showed me that you can enjoy really anything if you want to, It's not about the situation you're in or if the hangout goes wrong, because no matter what, there's some fun to be gained from the experience, And they taught me that just having fun outside of school is important as well. There doesn't have to be a point. Having fun is plenty of purpose enough, as long as you keep your mind on what is right.